Then here we are, Suzuki head offices with the Bandit 650 and Rich O'Brien, who talked us through last time with the Gixxer 750. You're going to have a little chat with us about this one now. What a bike, you know, just been coming down here and saying you kind of feel guilty when you ride something else, when you know that there are practical bikes that are cheap and as good as this around.
I think in terms of value for money, you can't really beat this bike.
Yeah.
It's a good strong motor. It's got a lot of the technology that GSXR's has got on it.
Yep.
In terms of the cylinders, it uses the same coating on the cylinders, so it's a very tight piston to cylinder interface.
Yep.
Which means there's very little power loss associated with that, very little blow-by gases as well, so it's a very clean motor. Okay, it does feel very kind of efficient. It revs so smoothly and everything. There's no lumps in there, is there? And I think when you're sort of comparing this to the earlier Bandits, then we've stiffened the frame up in all the right places. It's a little bit sharper on its handling now. Yeah, hugely. The suspension's a little bit, it's been tweaked and stiffened, and it's a very capable bike. It is. I mean, it's so cheap now. What is it? 5,000? Is it like for brand new? Yeah, I know. I'll get them all official. I'll put them on the thing, but I know it's around that kind of circa that. Yeah. And as you say, that is a hell of a lot of bike. When, you know, having just ridden, for instance, recently the Hornet 900, you know, that comes in a little bit more. Right. And again, though, this is all you need, isn't it? Really, especially if you're commuting around town, there are obviously you can get bigger luxuries, bigger bikes. Of course you can. I mean, there's so many accessories available for this as well. You know, you've got your luggage packs for it. It comes available in sort of the sports version. Also, it comes with an ABS, with an ABS version. Yeah. I think is this the one with ABS? I can't remember if it was or not. I think it is. I think that's why the brakes are so good on it. But yeah, obviously, as you say, it comes with the 650 as well. That you can have the GSX-F, which has the fairing on, slightly retuned engine, and I've spent some time on that. So if you were looking at maybe doing slightly more long distance journeys, motorway stuff, that might be the one to go for. I think the GSX-F or the GSX 650F is much more of it's almost a lead into the sports bike market. Yeah. For people that are quite honest with themselves, really. Yeah, sure, yeah. So it's, and although it shares a lot of the Bandits, obviously the running gear and the engine, and it shares components from that. Yeah. It's been tweaked individually to make it stand out and be a very and it obviously looks very different as well. And I mean, it feels very different. Yeah, it does actually. I haven't ever ridden them both, and I was just really impressed with this. As I say, as a naked bike, say you know you've passed your test, you're looking to get back into riding, as we mentioned when we were going to set up when I took it out before. You know, this is great because it has got that engine that likes to be revved. That is a good introduction to you getting used to kind of taking corners at speed and having a little bit more fun. And you know, you have to wind it up, which is great. You know, it's not a talky beast, but it's not what it's too designed to be. And as you say, it's a great almost stepping stone into then maybe from this you could get yourself on, you know, a Gixxer 600 maybe, or as you say, the GSX 650F. I mean, the natural progression for this one is the 1250, and that's a torque monster. That is a torque machine, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, that would be a nice step up from this, because you get on this, have a lot of fun with it, then step on that, and it would seem like a huge power difference, but it would be manageable. The geometry is very similar, and the actual physical size is very similar as well. Brilliant. Okay, well Rich, thank you so much. So I've really enjoyed my time in the Bandit. Time for us to get on the brand new Gladius 010 over there. It looks very different from the old Gladius, which I'm quite happy with actually, because I think that looks quite mean and nice. So mate, as always, a real pleasure. Sorry to be so fleeting today, but I know you're a busy man, and I'm going to get on that and go home. Excellent, thank you Luke. Wicked.